Yeah, what's up, KD? What's up? Yeah, I don't know what it is about gold and her playing with my targets. Like she's forever playing with my targets, man. Forever playing with them. You sure too? Damn. God damn, gold. Damn. Mm. You say you lost $1,000, and what happened? Yeah, a lot of people got caught in that long. A lot of people got caught in this because but it was obvious that this thing was going to crap out here. It was obvious. It was obvious that the bulls were going to fail. You got lower lows in price or lower highs, lower lows. But I mean, we are in an area of potential support, so uh, that's why I'm kind of weary about what could potentially happen. Hopefully, gold hits my target here. It'll be nice. Come on, come on, gold. Come on, gold. You don't got to be that way. You can just fill that order. There we go, baby. There we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. All right. Of course. There we go. All right. Mm, mm. All right. Account passed. Account passed. Let's lock the account out. We're going to lock it out all day. We passed the account, baby. We passed the account. We did it. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 trading days. Woo. That's what we talking about, baby. We trade gold here, baby. This is Gold Anonymous. Gold Anonymous. Yo, when I say that gold bounced at my target the first time, I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it. Now, I set my limit. So that's why I kind of gotten this data a little bit late. I actually came back to being in profit. I was like, oh shit. So I set my limit at 52. We get the double bottom retest. I did see this right here, but I was confident. I was confident that we was going to get the move down because of the lower highs. And I was looking at the 15 minute, and let's look at the 15 minute. Let's actually talk about that. Let's talk about it. So I was looking to the left on the 15 minute, and I saw that price kind of double topped at this little pivot high right here. I don't know, at this high right here. So if I put it like maybe on an hourly, we can probably see it. Yeah, so you see like the big red candle right there. We kind of traded into this area and then we rejected. Price. What really gave me the clue to take this short and to stay short was that we had a two-legged pullback into support. Price pushed up, but it failed to take out that high. So this turned into a pivot high for me. And this little move right here was just a retest of this area. So I think I saw, I don't know if Dakota is still in this trade. I don't know. I tuned in the Top Step TV for like 2 seconds and saw that he took this trade. I don't know if he took profits on it because I know a lot of people thought we were bullish, but this is not the Nasdaq. The price action to the left is very important on gold. It's very important. She's not going to break out the first, second, or third time. It takes a couple of attempts for gold to really break out. She's a commodity. Low liquidity. It's usually 100,000 contracts traded at a time. I think the most I've seen on gold was probably maybe 200,000 or 300,000 on gold, but gold has too little liquidity to be breaking out. So when I see a double top, I'm shorting every time. Every single time I'm shorting. Oh yeah, our boy Alfred is super famous. Boy, actually, if y'all want to see the interview that Alfred did with Terry Trades, I'll drop the link in the chat. I can find it. There we go. I'm dropping it right now. All right, there you go. That's the link. Yeah, I don't know. I think so. I think we've spoken about this. I can kind of understand where Dakota is because we talk about it all the time. When you kind of accomplished a lot in this trading game, after a while, it's just not fulfilling. You just take trades because they're fun, not because and you're trying to achieve anything because you've already achieved everything. I mean, Dakota has made so much money with Top Step. He was one of their, or I guess he still is, one of their biggest traders. I think he may still have the biggest payout, maybe. I don't know. But once you've accomplished all that, it's hard to kind of maintain. It's like, dude, I mean, I've done this. So it's like when I tune into Top Step TV, I can just recognize that he's just having fun. He's having fun with this. Okay, so yeah, I'm actually looking at it right now. Yeah, unfortunately, he let that trade come back. Yeah, you got to pay attention to the market structure on gold. You really have to. Our boy Smith, shit, I told him. I told Smith again. Let me see if he texts me. Hell nah. Hold on, is Smith in the chat? Okay, nah. Nah, he's trying to blame blame gold. I told him that gold and silver was going to dump. I told you this. You can't get overzealous with gold. You just can't. You gotta pay attention to what's happening to the left. You just got to, or you'll become liquidity. Actually, let me just hop in the chat. Yeah, I think he went long with everybody else on that push. Experienced gold traders know better than that. Especially when you see something, man, how many times am I going to say this? Especially when you see this lower low in price. When you see a lower low in price, be wary. Pay attention when you see that lower low, because that's the biggest indication. I'm sorry, the lower high. If the bears took out this high and then rejected, then that's usually a trap. It's usually a trap. Bears like to get, sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes, like if we get, so it's usually a trap, a bear trap, if we get something like this. So let's just say that the market actually, so we got a two-legged pullback into support, and then price somehow, some way takes out that high right there, and then price pulls back. This is usually a trap. Usually a trap to get the bears to start selling. And so when the market pulls back, it just takes out all the bears and use their stops to fuel the market higher. But because we didn't get that, this is what we got. We got the two-legged pullback into support, and we had the bulls fell in to take out that high. So, and then you got a range right here as well. So basically what the market did was it broke. So we got a range, we got a breakout. It broke below this range. It pulled back into the range, and then you're seeing the rejection. So right there tells me that, and this is why I got short. This is why I set my limit right there, because I knew that the bears were going to sell the retest. And when I came back and saw the screen and saw that price made a lower high, then I knew, I was like, yeah, this shit's going down. It's going down. It's going down. So I set my stop, my target, and but I'm gonna look at, so we could see a bounce. Oh, there it goes. I was like, he could see a bounce because it pulled into a previous area of resistance. So I mean support. So we could see a bounce here. We could see a bounce to about maybe 37 or 40. You got a small little range right here. So we could see a bounce right there. I want to see what happens when price kind of retests that range. But we also got to pay attention that now price is making lower lows and price is making lower highs. So that's technically a trend. So. All right. So if y'all guys were with me last night, Well, I gotta take it. Gotta take it. Let me see if I can kind of get into it. I gotta take it. And we'll see what happens. This account is strictly for, well, I mean, I guess I could take Nasdaq trades and stuff in it as well. But this is mostly going to be for the NA meeting. So if y'all guys were with me this morning, we have this winner right here. That was a winner. And then this was, it could have, I was in profit in this trade right here. I was in profit, but the Nasdaq chose to sell off, and she chose to stop me out. And I said, fine. I walked away from the screen, and I come back to my desk to see right after she stops me out, she goes right to my target. But the crazy thing is, she missed my target again. My target was at 102. So she never came back, and actually I never got paid in this position right here. I didn't get paid. So and I was going to, I did stop myself from trading on tilt though, because when I saw this thing push up initially, I was kind of upset that I got stopped out just for this thing to go in my direction. But then I looked at the market structure though, and I said to myself, you know what? This thing doesn't look like it wants to go higher. So I saw that it broke structure right here, and I got in at 70. Actually, I didn't take the screenshot. I sent the video to Smith though, because I was trying to troll him, saying that I was in this dang position all damn day. Let me see. So I was in. Yeah, so I was in at 2670, and I took profits at around, obviously I left money on the damn table, but I took profits around like 960 just for this thing to go all the way down to 853. Last night, I think this was a level last night, if I'm not mistaken. Let's actually look at that. I think that was a level that we was looking at last night, or maybe it wasn't. Okay. So 975 and 955, I think that would have been, that's a loser. That would have been a loser last night. Yeah, 975. Oh shit, no. Or no, that wasn't the, no, that was a winner, 915. It was 915. That wasn't the winner. Yeah. The 915 to 895. I mean, we got a decent bounce from that area. So, I mean, it's not a loser. It wasn't a loser. So I guess, I mean, I guess it just didn't hit my target. If it wouldn't have hit my target in that situation. So 961 minus 915. It was only a 46-point bounce from that entry. And it stops you out, and then it goes in the direction 855. So, actually, the Nasdaq stopped me out again. It actually stopped me out before, because my stop would have been at 88. So I would have got stopped out again. So I'll just mark that as, I mean, obviously it was a loser, I guess. 515 didn't hit. No, never tested. Oh, actually 475. I think I did that wrong. Because it never tested 475. This was the area that I was looking for right here. So first time it broke, minus 27, 540. This one was a loss. This one never tested. All right, so this one, so the support, we got a false break. Got a false break to the downside. Bounce. All right. The high of that candle was 2179 minus 75. So from the entry to the high, was it? It was a 204-point bounce on one contract. That would have been $4,000 if you caught top at bottom. And that was a 1. but that was just a pullback into resistance. That wasn't like a break or anything. That was just a pullback into resistance. This one was a break though. I got this document all over the place. That's why honestly, what I should do is just actually just already have this thing filled out, because this data never changes. It always stays the same. Hmm. All right. All right. So this is what we're going to be. This is what I'm looking for going into tomorrow. So price is kind of already at the level that I was looking for. 26 215 to 26 235. If the market breaks through that level, then I'm looking for 26 495, 26 515. And as support, I'm looking for 25 735, and then 25 715, and then 25 535, and then 25 515. Okay. Yo, what's up, Cape Trader? What's up? Mm. 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 God damn. You know, that's actually the level I was looking at. 404. That's interesting. That is interesting. Hmm. Interesting. Interesting. Hmm. Mhm. Interesting. Interesting. Hmm. Hmm. You think so, KD? Hmm. I'm gonna take a test trade here. I'm gonna set a limit here. This is a test trade. Just want to test this out. I would prefer to get in at 17 though. Because I mean, price is in support right now. It looks like it wants to. It wants to. It's just a test trade. I wouldn't normally take this trade. I just wanted to see something. Hmm. No, KD, I'm in a test trade. I'm in the practice account. I kind of want to see what happens here. We're in support. I do think that the market continues to go down, but we're in support, so I'm just testing it out. I want to get a feel for it. I just want to get a feel for it. That's why, I'm being very clear right now. But I do want to take a trade around like 402 though, because that's looking like some decent support right there too. So I want to kind of test what's going on right there. Hey, yo, what's up, Tony Gold? What's up? Yeah, that's a big, nasty, bullish engulfing candle down. Got two green dojis and a break. So I mean, obviously the bulls are trying to buy this thing, but it's all she wrote for the bulls here. So we'll see. We'll see. Oh, you didn't know that? So you have to. So if you have a Top Step account, you have to activate it. They don't. They used to have it already activated back in the day, but now you just have to. I mean, it's just you go into the dashboard and activate it. Yeah, Cave Trader, I definitely agree. I agree with you. I definitely agree. It's not like I don't disagree, but you know me. This is not me fighting the trend this time. This is actually me just testing a trade out, getting a feel for when the price is bearish, but it taps into an area of support. How, like, what happens? Just trying to get a feel for it. I mean, at this point, it's like, dude, I should have just. I should have just because honestly, this would have, well, it would have missed me actually. Yeah, I would have got missed here. Well, I mean, I got a horrible entry too, though. So I mean, it's not like the entry is good. I wanted to get in at 17 because that's where the support was, around like 17 right there. But I mean, where can this thing go? Where can we see price move to here? Because obviously the bulls bought it at support. That's what I like to see. I like seeing that. Man, I guess we can see what happens at 26, 27. Because that would kind of be like a 14, like 24, like right now is at 10 points. You said how I do that? If Gain Weight is in the audience, he would say because I control the markets. My limit orders dictates the direction of the market, according to him. Dude, I'm just buying at support and resistance. I'm just identifying support and resistance. That's why I really enjoy trading gold, because it's have an expectation about what happens, and gold usually meets that expectation, unlike the Nasdaq, where I mean, you're kind of gambling at support and resistance. It's as crazy as that sounds. You're gambling at support and resistance, but with gold, you might not get a reversal. I'm not ever looking for a reversal in situations like this. What I'm looking for is just a reaction, a bounce. Or if I can just take like a quick bounce, if I can get my 90 ticks in a quick bounce, I'll take the trade every day, instead of waiting for price to actually pull back into an area of like support or resistance. And I'm really enjoying trading one mini contract on gold. Eventually, I'm going to scale up. It's going to be 2, 3, depending on how I grow the account. My current goal right now is to get like those guys on the metals chat making 5 figures on gold and shit, because and it's not like they're heavy. They got 3 to 5 minis on. They're catching big moves. Their targets are at least 10K. I mean, shit, I should be doing that. I mean, we caught like 30 points like 5 days in a row. And then we also did it on in this little funded on this practice account. Like, I mean, we're up 5K in the practice account. I know what I'm doing on gold. And some people say that me and gold has a bad relationship, but this is what happens when me and gold is alone. Y'all don't know her when me and her is alone. She's so much better when we are alone. But if I can turn this 2K into 5K, or not 2K into like 10K, then, that's my current goal right now. All right, let's see if we can get this target hit. Honestly, I mean, if I move this target up, I think I'll be pushing it. We could see a move, but let's actually put it at like 33 or something yeah, let's put it at like 33. It may not even honestly get to it, honestly. All right, let's see if we can get this thing to move up here then. But even though this is just a cute target that I have. It's just a cute target. I'll be surprised if it hits it. But if you're in this trade long, we're kind of in an area of resistance. I would look to potentially take profits in this area, or at least trail it. We want to watch out for that 200 EMA right there. That gray line is the 200 EMA, the long-term EMA. I'm pretty sure that there's going to be some bears trying to sell at that. We do got the breakers, or the kind of like the triple top right there. So I'm pretty sure there's going to be bears waiting at that long-term EMA. So just be mindful in the trade. Just be mindful. All right, price is coming up to that 200 EMA. So if you're trailing this, if you're in it, just be mindful. We could see price knocked down in this area. We could, potentially. But I do want to kind of point something out. He said NQ and GC's having the same bounce right now. Yeah, NQ and Gold are besties now. I mean, they're no longer polar opposites of each other. They're besties, and they do the same thing. No more can you, since NQ is selling, let's buy gold. Shit, you'll be losing on both trades. NQ, because I mean, there's times when the Nasdaq and Gold has the exact same chart. They did the exact same thing. One went up, they pull back at the same time, they go right back up at the same time. Shit, they're besties. All right, so it does look like we're seeing some profit taking at that long-term EMA. And it looks like the bears are trying to come in at that 200, at that long-term EMA. So we just gotta, we'll see. And it rejected perfectly off of it too. That was a perfect rejection. Look at that. You said Netflix is doing a 10-to-1 split. Yeah, Katie, that 200 EMA, if you don't have an EMA on your chart, the 200 EMA needs to be, you need to at least have the 200 EMA. At least the 200. There's a lot of people that kind of, there's a debate about which one is better, the 9, the 20, the 21, the 50. In my opinion, the best EMA combination is the 21, the 50, and the almighty 200 EMA. The 200 EMA has been an EMA where before there were algos, people sold religiously at the 200 EMA. A lot of people's strategies, especially a lot of these algos, their instruction is if price is above the 200 EMA, they buy. If price is below, or hold on, yeah, below this 200 EMA, they sell. It's as simple as that. That strategy has been in this market for a very long time. So when price is coming up to that 200 EMA, I always kind of get concerned, especially if my target is above it, because I know that I'm gonna have to endure a pullback, at least a pullback, a rejection, at least a rejection, because people are going to take profits at that 200 EMA. And that tends to not fail. So we got the rejection from the long-term EMA. So the question is, will the bulls hold the pullback at the short and medium-term EMAs? Will we see them hold here is the question. Okay. So we had price come up to about 29. We were up about 100 and around 106 ticks in this place so far. If they can hold this, pullback, we can see a break above. We can see a break above that 200 EMA, that long-term EMA, but they have to hold it. So we got that. Let me see. Okay. All right. So let's see if it makes a measured move to the upside here. This could be potentially the start of a two-legged pullback here. When you get that first leg, this could be the pullback. If the bulls hold this right here, then we can get that second leg, and hopefully we can get this target hit. So you go to the indicators and strategies, and where it says moving average, you click on that, and then you update the settings to the 200. So instead of saying non, that's a non-EMA, which is a very short-term EMA. You see where it says SMA, you would turn this into an EMA. And then you would turn that into a 200 EMA, I think. That's interesting. Okay, there it is. Moving average exponential. Okay, I was like, dude, what the hell? Okay. All right. Yeah. So moving average exponential, and you turn that into a 200. Nice shit. Then you'll have it on your chart. Hopefully that helps. Let me know if you want me to walk through that again. So, looks like gold just made a lower low. So, I mean, I didn't think that this target was going to get hit, but it looks like we have a lower low here. And it does appear that we're actually going to get a move down. So, like I said, if you're in this trade, just protect yourself. I think the push may have already happened, but who knows, man? The bulls could step up here. They could. Hold on, guys. Give me 1 second. All right. Yeah, it's going to change. It's going to change depending on what time frame you're on. This is what it looks like on the 5 minute. So depending on what time frame you're on, the 200 EMA is going to change because it's using your time frame to calculate the moving average. Because if I'm not mistaken, oh yeah, I did take this trade, didn't I? I did take this trade. Now, Smith talking shit. Anyway, when it comes to like the tick chart versus the time chart, honestly, I'm so glad that I actually took the time to get used to tick charts, because tick charts is what is literally the foundation of why I can find great trades each day. It's literally the foundation. A tick chart tells you a different story than a time-based chart. Now, I'm not saying one is better than the other. Obviously, it's due to whatever your preference is. The only time-based chart that I use in my trading is a 15-minute with gold. And sometimes I look at the hourly, but I stay on the 15. The hourly chart is a minuscule part of my strategy. I pay attention to the 15. But every candle represents a transaction, 100 transactions to be exact. So it tells me it kind of gives me an idea of market sentiment. I can see the price action, or the price action makes a lot more sense on tick charts for me. Because I can see that the bears are selling this thing down. Because this is a transaction versus a time-based chart. It's not going off of what's happening transaction-wise. It's just based on time. So this is what happened in a 5-minute candle. This would happen in this 5-minute candle, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. I mean, it tells a story, yeah, but I feel that tick charts tells that story a lot better. But that's my personal preference. My personal opinion, actually. Nah. Me and Gold made up. She said that she ain't gonna do this. She ain't gonna do me like that. Not on stream. Maybe off stream. But she ain't gonna embarrass me on stream. She's not gonna embarrass me on stream. She's gonna make sure I'm good. That I look my best while I trade her in front of y'all. She ain't gonna stop me. She might stop me. I think so. Think so. I think he should be he should be trading tomorrow. It's, you know, honestly, I think it's hilarious when Smith be like, you know, if I make money tonight, I'm not gonna trade in the morning. It's like, dude, shut up. You know, you know exactly. You're just trying to bargain with yourself. You're just trying to, you know, like how we say that, oh man, this time is gonna be the last time I do something. I promise I won't do it again. If I can just get away with it this time. Bro, you know your ass gonna be sitting right in front of your desk trading. Cause what else is there to do? Once trading grabs you by the hand, dude, there's no other joy other than trading. Everybody has the same weekend woes. Some people just pick up trading crypto to try to get over it. And so they can be trading 24/7. But there's literally nothing to do over the weekend except backtest and see if your strategy would have worked, or how many times your strategy would have worked throughout the week. That's what I do. That's what I do over the weekend. Just collect data. Maybe play a little bit of Call of Duty. Maybe. Oh, speaking of that, man, dude, Best Buy outlet is just Best Buy. That shit, it is not no deal. I did not know that they were selling the PS5s for $700 and above. I know that there's like a $500 version, but I was like, dude, who the hell is spending $700 plus on a PS5? When did we start doing that shit? When did that become normalized? That's $1,000 on a console. That, like, dude, it took, like, dude, I was surprised because I needed a little. I bought this little, kind of like with Alfred. I thought about what Alfred said, that he has a small little iPad that he uses as an extra screen. And I thought about that. And I was like, oh yeah, let me do that. I can use the black box stocks on this iPad, so I can kind of save some resources. I don't have everything running at the same time. And I go on the Best Buy outlet. I was able to find a $100 little 11-inch $100 tablet, which, I mean, I wouldn't use it for anything else because it sucks, but it gets the job done. So that's all I needed it to do. And then I passed by the PS5 and I just saw the number out the side of my eyes, and they was selling it for $789 or $7 something. I was like, dude, what the fuck? I had to look back. I was like, dude, is that $700 for a PS5? And someone says, yo, I mean, they talk about they normally cost a rack. And I was like, what? Get the fuck out of here. $1,000 for a PS5? But then I had to think about it. I mean, these gaming industries, or these game developers, they feel that they feel so entitled to your money that after you purchase the game, they feel that you should still be paying them for the longevity of how long you play the game. So if you play the game for 10 years, they feel that you should be paying them for 10 years. Like, what the fuck? But microtransactions have shown to be the biggest part of a lot of these developers' income. These microtransactions, these skins, these add-ons, extra coins, or currency that is within the economy of the game. These developers make a lot of money on these microtransactions. He said tariffs on Japan. You know, Trump said that was his favorite word. Trump loves it. The market hates it. Anything that starts with a TAR, the algos just sell. They say, oh, what? Did it say tariff? Sell. They're going to sell regardless. But yeah, dude. PS, that's crazy. Let me look at this. I'm still playing my PS4. I don't think I'll ever give that up. I really don't. I feel like I don't have time to play. I don't have time to play games like that. I'm not where I want to be at in life. I'm not a bajillionaire yet. Yeah, I know. I did see a lot of people talk about the Nintendo Switch being super expensive. So they're saying that a PS5 Pro is available for $750. And the regular PlayStation is for $549. Okay, that's reasonable. $500 for a console. That's reasonably priced. The $7,000 plus? Hell no. $750 plus. Hell no. You know, K-Trade, I was actually thinking the same thing. I just didn't say it. I was actually thinking the same thing. It's like, you might as well just get a PC. You might as well just get one. Or just have it customly built. Yeah, that's crazy. That sounds like a very great investment there, Alfred. Yeah, I'm just gonna stick to it. That's the best feeling, huh? Don't you like it or don't you love it when your assets pays for your other assets? It's like, it just feels like a cheat code. It feels like it's forbidden. I buy an asset that generates income, that purchases another asset that generates more income. And technically it was all free, or not necessarily free, but it wasn't money that I had to physically work for. It was money that my asset made, not me. So my asset paid for my other asset. Yeah, that's true. Hey, Trader, he's talking about the option of having it. You know, honestly, I haven't moved my laptop out of the. Honestly, I would feel weird if I moved my laptop away from my desk. That would actually feel weird. I wouldn't like it. Yeah, I've already signed up. You see how Tradeify is they're throwing all the stops to get people. I'm a buy. So I'm going to purchase 2 more Lightning accounts, but I'm not going to get the well, they're not even doing the deal on the 150, but they're doing a deal on the 50Ks. And 2 of those cost like $500, $550 or some shit like that. So I'm gonna buy them. I'm gonna buy 2 more of those. And I'm just gonna trade my gold strategy on that. Just need to trade for 7 days at least. And I can do that. Just gotta just follow, like, as long as I follow my strategy, there is no reason why I shouldn't be able to accomplish this. You said, how am I finding my support and resistance level on gold? Well, this is my entry chart. I'm usually looking at like a 15-minute. Actually, this is kind of what I'm looking at. Let me see if I can just pull it up. This is trading view. You can kind of see the support and resistance and stuff like that. And this is just kind of tells me where I'm at on the chart. Now, I just look at the 15-minute overall. And I look at these little areas right here. But mostly I'm also looking at the price action as well. Because gold is really, like I said, it's really great with price action. You have a breakout, a pullback, and this is a pivot right here. And usually what price likes to do is when price comes back into this area, it'll bounce. Now, it's not like we're going to get a reversal. I'm never expecting price to ever reverse. Once it gets into these areas, I'm just always looking for a bounce or a rejection. Nothing too crazy, especially if I'm quote unquote trading against the trend. Like, obviously this is bullish, but as it pulls back into this area, technically I will be fighting the trend. So I don't expect for a reversal to happen. Just want to bounce, just a quick tap. That's it. And you can see that as price pulled into this area, we got this small little bounce. We got the rejection. And you see where it pulled into another area of support. We got a small little bounce. I don't think it's a reversal yet. I don't think so. The price action will tell us when the price reverses. But I'm not looking for reversals. So. And then I also have these swing indicators as well that I look at as well. I also look at these swings right here on NinjaTrader 8. How I use these swings, it just tells me, it kind of shows me where price breaks structure to the upside. We get a pullback into support. Usually get a retest of the high. If you take the time to truly understand price action, gold will be your best friend. Fibs are also very important on gold too. Usually with my entries, I identify support and resistance. I draw a fib, and I usually take the trade that's closest to an area of support. Like as an example of a fib level was right here. I would take this trade here. That indicator, so on, it's the Lux Algo. I think it's like a fair value gap indicator. So it's like a smart money concepts. Actually, I don't got the fair value gaps on, huh? So it's a order block detector and smart money concepts. So all it's doing is looking for an order block. I must have taken the fair value gaps off because, yeah, I must have taken them off. I thought I had those on here, but I guess not. Yeah, gold, like, dude, when if you trade gold like the way that she wants you to trade her, honestly, that's why I kind of get mad when I take losses on gold, because I'm deviating from what I know to be true for gold. I gotta just stop doing that. My impatience gets the best of me sometimes with gold, and I start trading her like the Nasdaq. That's kind of why I'm trying to, like, I'm gonna trade the Nasdaq, but I'm gonna trade the Nasdaq like gold. I'm not gonna trade the Nasdaq like how I used to trade the Nasdaq. I'm gonna trade the Nasdaq how I trade gold, and that's just waiting for a pullback and waiting for reactions and stuff like that, instead of trying to trade Nasdaq how I used to trade. Because I'll say that when I got Smith to start trading gold, I was like, man, don't you feel the healing? Don't you feel it? Like, doesn't it feel good to trade a double top and a double bottom? Doesn't it feel good to be able to see a breakout and trust that it's going to respect the support that it created? Doesn't that feel good? Smith sends me more gold screenshots than NQ screenshot, but he swear he's still an NQ trader. He swear he's still an NQ trader, but he's been converted. He just don't want to say it yet. He's been converted. He don't want to say it though. Converted. I started healing when I started to trade gold. I started to heal. I was like, Mike, yo, the funniest thing that Smith ever sent me was like, oh shit, double tops work. And I was like, yo, what? He was like, yeah, double tops work on gold, huh? And I was like, yeah, it feels good, doesn't it? To be able to feel confident when you trade a double top and a double bottom. It feels good. Instead of when prices come into a double or to a potential double bottom and you're thinking, oh my God, should I take the trade or should I wait and see what the Nasdaq does? And then you take the trade, she bounces and gets you in. It's like, okay, yeah, this is a double bottom retest trade. And then she runs your stop and goes lower. For no reason. For no reason. No trust, no nothing. Kind of like right here. This is a great example. This is a great example right here. This is what we were just talking about. This is what we were just talking about. Like, she gets you all comfortable in it. It's like, yeah, I'm gonna bounce at this double bottom. And then she runs your stops. She stops you out. And then once you're all nice and stopped out, that's when she makes the run higher. We were just talking about that. Thanks, Nasdaq, for just being you and showing us exactly who you are. I mean, she did it right here too. You thought that you was going to get a double top retrade, a double top retest trade? Nah. She ran them stops and then she went in your direction. Super goals in your direction. So it's like, this is why I just don't have any tolerance for it. None of the games that NQ plays, because gold allows me to trade and I just have to worry about the trade. I don't have to worry about the manipulative mind games. And I wasn't able to see it until I started trading gold. I'll just say that. That's why, I mean, sometimes like I'll miss a really good trade on gold. Like earlier when I first started trading gold, I missed so many good trades because I was thinking, no, this is too good to be true. There's no way that she's going to bounce at this area of support perfectly. And I would be absolutely pissed when she would do exactly that. Pissed. I blew a lot of accounts freaking revenge trading on gold for no reason, just because I still had Nasdaq stuck. I was still stuck on Nasdaq. But I'm slowly but surely becoming very comfortable trusting gold now. Because even though we had this bearishness, all this bearish momentum, I mean, it still bounced that support. I mean, we took this trade. This is the trade that we took. And this is what I was talking about earlier, is that I kind of wanted to test it out and see if she would do it. And sure enough, my entry would have been at 17.3. I would have been in 4 points in drawdown, or yeah, 4 points. I still would have been in it. And from 17 all the way, I mean, there goes my 10 points right there. And that's I mean, it bounced 12 points from that entry, from that area. I mean, overall, this thing bounced about, it's like 29, 17 points. Even though it was super bearish, it bounced 17 points. And then it's, you know, still continuing to move down. So it's like, well, you know, if you can catch moves like this and just catch like 90 to 10 or 9 to 10 points, I mean, you're good. You're good. Gold doesn't treat me right all the time, man. Like yesterday and today, this was, I guess we can talk about. You see, this is what I'm talking about, like right here. Like, this is what gold likes to do sometimes, and I don't like that shit. Like, what was the point of this? Why couldn't you just go down one more point and fill me? But this is what gold did to me earlier. As you can see that once we got that big drop down, look at that right there. Do y'all see that? You see what gold did? Instead of just filling my target the first time, she missed me by like 4 ticks and then pushes back up. She finally filled my target after waiting 20 to 30 freaking minutes. But it was just the fact that, why miss me like that? Why do that to me? Look at that play out. Look at that. Just playing at my target, just playing at it until she finally hits it. Making me wait for it. Like, God damn, dude. And this is what I'm talking about. These double top trades, these double top retest trades. Double bottom retest trades. Gold did this to me yesterday. Like, I don't get that right there. I don't get that. And then she finally comes back. It's like, dude, just hit it the first time. I don't need you to hit that shit the second time. And yeah, this is when she missed my limit entirely. You know, pissed me off. And I had to hope for the short when I could have been done on the long. So it's like when it comes to gold, sometimes it's not. I will go on tilt because of this, because she'll miss me like this, and it just pisses me off because I could have been done, and now I have to be patient and wait for another gold setup to be able to participate and be done for the day in an account or something. So solo trades, I just have a set stop. So with the gold, I'm always risking 54 ticks, because honestly, if I get that hit, then I'm super wrong. It's 54 ticks. Honestly, actually, with how volatile gold is now, I think I would need the 54 ticks now because of how volatile it is. But before, it wasn't necessary, or is not necessary. You know how to trade gold, so I'm not necessarily talking to you. I'm just kind of speaking in general. The 54 ticks, it allows me to know that all I'll lose is $540 if it gets hit. But then it also gives me the room to where I can just only focus on the price action. I'm not worried about, man, is this thing going to hit my stop or something like that? It's 54 ticks away. So if I'm in the right area, this thing price shouldn't even go near it. So I can just only focus on the price action until it gets to my target. And if it does come back, well, I mean, I only lose $500. I don't want that to happen, but all I lose is $500. When it comes to the targets, it really depends on. Sometimes I'm trading, or majority of the time I'm trading to the next area of support and resistance. But there are times where I am trading for profit, and I just need a certain amount of profit to potentially pass an account or meet a consistency rule or something like that. If I need to make $1,000, I'm just going to set my target at $1,000. Sometimes my target could be above resistance, and I have to endure price rejecting and then the bulls stepping up and then pushing through the resistance. Kind of like in a situation like this, where if I saw the resistance right here and my target right here, this would meet the consistency rule. Unfortunately for me, I would have no choice but to have my target here, because I don't like to get in and out of positions. I like to just do one position and hope for the best if it's a profit trade. But if it's just support and resistance, I know that that's just going to get hit. So hopefully that helps. You said it does that to you all the time. Yeah. Gold is nasty like that. She can be structure perfect. And that's what I like about her. I can take advantage of her behavior that she already exhibits. She is structure perfect. So that means I can always get great entries. I just have to be mindful about my exits. That's it. Just have to be mindful about them. Okay. Hopefully that answers everybody's question. Shit. Honestly, at this point, I mean, why not trade gold? Why not? I mean, this is when me and the NQ used to be good. This is when me and the NQ used to be good. When she actually was moving instead of doing what she's doing now. This is why our gold trades like the ES. So this is an ES trade. You see like how with the ES, you can trade a double top. This was a classic head and shoulders pattern in this thing right here. So I just set my limit. I knew that as long as my stop was above this high, I should be good. This is a 5-point stop on ES. And it just allows me just to focus on my target. Another 5-point stop on ES. Took the trend line short. Beautiful. I wonder why I took this one. You know, sometimes I do go through these to remind myself, because especially on days where, you know, I'm not having a good day, and it just seems like the market is against me. This is just kind of reminds me of, you know, just sticking to the path, staying on the path, and that I am a good trader. I know what I'm doing. It's just that, unfortunately, either I was fighting the trend because I wanted to be right, and I had a bias that day, and I just wanted to be right about my bias. And, you know, I didn't have a good day, and it can be discouraging. It's just to remind myself that this is what it looks like when I stick to my plan and stop being cute. Stop being cute with these strategies that I come up with. Because I mean, I got a bunch of strategies. I mean, that's kind of all I've done since I've started streaming, was come up and be successful with multiple strategy. And that's based on just a fear. And I don't like using that word, but, you know, this is just a fear that, you know, if once I start being consistently super profitable, that there's like, oh man, let's change shit up. Let's change it. And I just want to have about 10 strategies in my toolbox to pull from, just in case they do that shit. They change up the price action. Because I mean, they kind of did. They kind of changed up the price action. You can't trade both sides of the market anymore. You can only trade one side of the market. So the price action is different. So it's not like those, or actually I shouldn't use the word fear. I just have a concern that if I only have one strategy, that once the market switches up, then I'm gonna have to use, I don't know. I would have to come up with another strategy to be profitable. So I just come up with just like a bunch of them at the same time and just practice them and just play around with them. But I have wasted a lot of time. I also will admit that I've wasted a lot of time. This year, from I think we got our first payout January 22nd. I think from January to April, we've gotten payouts every week. But for whatever reason, after April, so from April, I think I got 2 payouts in May. I would have had more, but you know, I went super tilt and blew those accounts. So that sucks. I blew the accounts on the last couple of days. So that's why I think the last time I did that is what kind of solidified that, okay, I'm only moving forward get these X accounts, because on days like those, I need something to super lock me out, because in that moment it's like, fuck it. I mean, shit, fuck it. Even if I make the money, it's I don't know what it is. It's just I'll be up, and it's not. It doesn't fill that hole. It doesn't. Oh, I shouldn't have said that. It just it's an empty feeling, and I'm trading to make myself feel better, and nothing's ever enough. Nothing's ever enough. And I trade so often and so heavy that eventually, even if I'm in profit, I'll keep trading until I blow the account. And it's all emotionally fueled. So that's why I was like, yeah, I'm just going to get the X accounts. So it just protects me from myself. I'll log myself out. I have a daily loss limit. If I lose that, it locks the account out. And I guess I don't, because I mean, I've already proven that. I mean, once I get past that point, there's kind of no return. There's no return from that point. The account is either going to be super up or it's going to be blown. There's really there's no in between that. It's no in between. I started tilt trading on a consistency account. Even though I made money in it, because of the consistency, it would have been highly unlikely for me to get a payout. So I just started trading another account because I made about $10,000, $11,000. I was like, dude, I'm not gonna make $10,000, $11,000 and consistently. So I was like, yeah, I mean that account is basically blown, even though it was profit. So yeah, so like, hold up, I'ma need that stop. My grandma gave me that stop. Why you took it? But all right. And I don't know if y'all noticed that, but another thing that I like about this strategy, and I'm gonna keep this strategy for as long as possible with gold. This is my favorite strategy with gold so far. The last couple of days, if we go back to my other account, if we go back to it and we look at the performance, do y'all see that I got like a win rate of 27-27? I lost, like, dude, look at all these losing trades. These losses came from me deviating from my strategy. These wins were a result of me trading my strategy. I lost about 3 times in this before I got this big win. There's so much room for error in this strategy. I don't know if y'all guys can see that though, but there's so much room for error in this strategy, and then all I need is one big win. And I know Cave Trader is probably thinking like, yeah, because we talked about this previously. Having a high win rate doesn't necessarily mean you're profitable. I have a 27% win rate in this account, and this account is over $9,000. So I actually might start getting more bigger accounts. Maybe. I'm not going to purchase any more Top Step accounts though. I mean, this is the account that they offered for $90. So obviously, and then they said that it's not going to rebuild at 90. So if I blew this account, then, I would have canceled the subscription, but I'm glad that I was able to take advantage of this, pass the account, and I'll probably activate this account probably sometime in November, maybe. I'm not going to activate this account right away. I do want to downsize. So I do have a trade day account, but I think what I'm going to do with that account, I'm going to trade it. And if I pass it, I pass it. If I fail, I fail. But I don't think I'm going to move forward with trade day. There's nothing wrong with trade day. It's more me than them. The daily payouts on a 50K account, that's going to be an eternal battle every single day, because I'm going to feel like I didn't make enough. because I'm already I haven't passed the account yet, and I'm already thinking about, and I want to make $2,000 a day, $10,000, $5,000, and I'm already going through it. The account hasn't even passed yet. So, but I will, like I said, I will keep the futures trading desk though. They have daily payouts after like the 3 phases that they got. And I spoke with one of the people over there in support. They said that I can keep my settings exactly how I have them now, to where I can just make $1,000 a day. If I have a cap, then I have a goal. But if I'm given freedom to make as much money as possible, well, I'm gonna make as much money as possible. And that's usually not a good thing, because I'll just keep trading. And or I'll hold a position for too long because I want to make 2,000, and $2,000 is past, because I stop paying attention to structure and just focus on the P&L and thinking about, man, if this is my target, I made $2,000, I made $5,000, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, I mean, shit, I proved that to myself, and I showed you guys. Yeah, I appreciate that. So now I just got to figure out what account that we're going to trade overnight, because like I said, I'm gonna follow my rules. I'm not trading no funded account unless the account is designated for overnight. Unless it's designated for overnight, I'm not trading it overnight. I don't want to be in a position. I mean, a lot of good trades happen overnight, mind you. That's just one of the things about gold, is like the best, the position with the least amount of resistance is going to be during Asia, around that 7:20 Central Time frame. Actually, let's see if the market actually reacted around that time tonight. Let's see. Let's see if the market presented a good setup at 7:20. So this is 7:20. So the market was going down. So obviously so at 5 o'clock was the best entry. At 7 o'clock was the follow-up entry. And at 8:12, that was that entry. And then previously, yeah, so 7:20 was right here. You got that dump, but then it pushed right back up, and then it dumped. So around that 7:20, 8 o'clock, 7:20 to 8 is usually, so around like 7:11 or something like that. I kind of stop what I'm doing and come sit behind my desk and look at the charts and see if something's setting up on gold. And another good time is obviously 7:30 in the morning. 7:30 to about, yeah, so 7:30 to about 8 o'clock. You'll get a good setup. So that set up around about 6:20. This one came back around about 8 o'clock. And then you got that move higher. Mm. Hey, Cave Trader. So the last $200 that you needed, is there a reason why you didn't take it on gold instead of the Nasdaq? Because I remember you said that gold, you make a lot of money on gold. Is there a reason why you didn't take it on gold instead of the Nasdaq? Or was it because that the Nasdaq just presented an opportunity before gold did, so you just took it on the Nasdaq? Mm. Yeah, that's definitely true, K Trader. I think a lot of the big names talk about their win rate, and a lot of them talk about having a win rate of less than 30%. Like I said, I mean, it's funny to look at these stats and see that. I mean, that's interesting. That's interesting. 27% win rate in this account. I'm why switch it up? Because you know, and eventually you'll get it. Eventually you'll get it. But all right, guys. That's going to be it for me today. Whew. What a week. We are at our last trading day. It just seems like, dang, it just seems like Sunday open. It felt like it was just yesterday, and now we're on the last day of the week. We're actually on the last day of the month. Tomorrow is the last day of this month. So just remember that the volatility is going to be all over the place. With these institutions, they have to make a monthly quota. And for the traders, the institutional traders that haven't made their monthly quota, obviously tomorrow is the last day for them to do so. So we usually see a lot of volatility on the last day of the month. And tomorrow is also Halloween, so it can probably get spooky. So we'll see. We'll see what we get tomorrow. I mean, we're just going to follow our rules. We're going to wait for the pullbacks, and we're going to trade it. And that's all we can do, right? So with that said, appreciate everybody that joined. We'll definitely come back tomorrow morning, and we'll definitely look for more opportunities to earn some more money. And with that said, peace out, everybody. Have a good night.